Hey everybody, this is Tell the Truth Sports Radio. I'm your host, Ron Fitch, and I'm going to tell you what happened over the weekend. The main story, the biggest story is Tank Davis, one of the best fighters. And I give Showbiz the adult credit because I watched his video, and he is definitely potentially all time. I'm ready to almost put him there. I'm gonna tell you what I love about him. He beats Frank Martin, knocks him out. I was super duper impressed with the crocodile. I call him the crocodile Tank Davis because crocodiles in the water, especially the Nile ones, are apex predators. And they're very patient and they wait and they wait and then they go for the kill. Then they put the death roll on you after they attack. They look slow. They're kind of lurking around by you, lurking. Then bam, they bite you, and there's the death roll, and it's over. But man, he retains his WBA title, and what I liked about him, he missed a couple of times because he's kind of rusty. He could have gotten out there early, but I think the little fake punch he threw at the press conference, and he saw him flinch, that went into his memory bank. Okay, this guy might be a little afraid of my power, and then eventually was because he's backing away. He's boxing good. Martin's boxing good, but Tank's waiting. Tank's waiting. And he starts as he cornered him, he starts to throw shots, does those shots. Um, but what happened is once he got him on the ropes, finally, he knocked him out with a good shot with a right, and then left, and then a right cross, and he was gone, and that was the end. And it's time for Tank to move on. And Martin is like a really good B fighter. Tank destroyed Ryan Garcia. Tank destroyed, well, I didn't say destroyed Monty. He just knocked Martin out. Martin was boxing good, but Tank was starting to get closer and starting to put the pressure on. And even his trainer Calvin Ford said, listen, the pressure's coming. It's just a matter of time. Just keep doing what you're doing. And he pressured him, and now Martin's backing up. He's backing up. At first, he was kind of jabbing and fighting. He's backing up. And when Tank threw a body shot, you could see him lunge up because it must have really hurt. And Tank is multifaceted. Tank could get you out throwing an angle shot. Tank could get you out throwing an uppercut, which was devastating. Tank could get you out coming forward. Tank could get you out counter like he did Ryan Garcia. Let Ryan Garcia play himself, throwing all those crazy hooks, missing, and Tank caught him. So there's many ways Tank can get you out, and that's what makes him great. And for a guy his size, and for a guy who has to come in, he's brilliant. He's not reckless. Apex predators can be reckless sometimes, and they get hit. Tank will get hit sometime, but Tank is a highly, highly intelligent apex predator. He's a crocodile because he's you see the crocodile showing his eyes in the water. He's not really moving fast. He's kind of gliding through the lake. And all of a sudden, at the last minute, you speed when he's right by his prey. Boom! He jumps right after the prey with his teeth and grabs his teeth. And then once he got you, now a death roll. That's just like Tank. Once he got you in trouble, he's going to stop you and you're finished. So I love how Mr. Davis did, and he wants to fight Lomachenko. And I think Bob Arum's going to cash Lomachenko out because if this is Lomachenko in his prime, he's not making this fight. But because he's, give Lomachenko a nice payday, I give Lomachenko because he's really a good boxer. He's slick, but Tank is slick with a harder punch. He's slick, and you saw how he kind of confused Haney in the second half of the fight, and I thought it was a draw. The only problem is Lomachenko had trouble with the body punches of Lopez, and when Haney decided to throw body punches instead of trying to be a tough guy and go toe-to-toe, he was having success. Tank knows that. Tank might just go in that fight and just exclusively sit on the body attack over and over and over. Then when Lomachenko decides to gotta get going, throw punches, then the left comes. And then that could be trouble. Uh, and smaller guys, it's not a good matchup. I think the only way Tank loses if he moves up and fights somebody big and strong, could take those shots and could bring shots back to Tank and give Tank all types of trouble. Other than that, anyone his size is going to be rough. The only other guy that's his size that could beat Tank is Shakur, because Shakur is the best boxer on the planet. Tank is one of the best boxers, but he's the best puncher. He's a combination of everything. But Shakur is such a brilliant boxer. That would be an all-time great fight. I think Lomachenko, if he wasn't a guy that was susceptible to body attacks, I give him a puncher's chance. He could box. He boxes Tank. Tank will allow you to box him for the first couple rounds. So he figures you out. Then it's all over but the shouting. So I rematching Ryan Garcia is a waste. Yeah, beat him again. Ryan Garcia is a complete blithering idiot. He's insulting to my Christian faith because he keeps spouting it out. They said that he did what he did to Caleb Plant's wife, which is not cool. That's way out of pocket. Trolling is one thing, but putting someone's family member involved is disgusting. Caleb Plant threw beer on him, but if Caleb Plant would have got to Ryan Garcia to beat the snot out of him, he'd be beating him and kicking him and beating him and beating him because that's his wife. I don't care what happened, whether it was past or whatever. To say that, I don't care how mad Caleb Plant got you. To say that is way out of he's just such a classless individual. And he could have personality, could be good. Ryan Garcia could really be good for the sport. But it's such a clown show. Clown shows don't last. Look at all the clown shows that came and went. Tyson Fury's gone. That clown show has ended. I think he was just going to put him away once and for all, and that'll be it. That clown show is time's up. And the time's going to be up for his Ryan Garcia clown show. And I put a comment, because you talk about Bible scriptures and stuff. I said, yeah, that phony hypocrite, and I hate to do that because I'm not the most perfect person in the world when it comes to this, but I put that phony hypocrite, could be a bit Bible name, Nimrod, because Ryan Garcia is a Nimrod, and Mario Lopez from Saved by the Bell actually liked my what I wrote. I was surprised, but that's how I feel. He's a Nimrod. Hey, okay, it's too late for the Mavericks. Too little, too late. A day late and a dollar short. 122.88. A big deal. But now Boston could have just came in there and tried to finish them out and get your title, because Tatum and Brown are trying to win their first title. But they just said, I don't want this game. They had zero interest in even being there. And Dallas took advantage of it. They were desperate. Now, Luka was 0 for 8 for 3, and Kyrie 1 for 6. So they didn't really, other than Tim Hardaway Jr. and Exum, they didn't shoot it well. And they need Exum and Hardaway Jr. to have the same impact of making shots as he did in the for Game 5 in Boston, which Boston should better win. They should win. It's set up. Get the first 2 games, split on the road, and finish in 5. Pat Riley always said that. That's kind of how the model of Boston. Boston's never lost a game where they got blown out like that in the finals. They always come back to win. I expect nothing less. No team has come back from 0-3 in basketball. It's not going to happen this time. It may happen one time. I'm telling you, the way things are with the NBA, it could happen. It's not happening this time. Celtics know they have to win this game. You don't win this game, you are asking for trouble, because you got to go back to Dallas, and then if Dallas gets you, go back to 7. That's crazy. So the Celtics want to just get this over with. If they defend Dallas and they put forth the effort, the Celtics will win. Tatum and Brown were 7 of 22. I can't see that. And White was 2 of 8 for three, and they just White, Brown, and Tatum will be fired up on their home court to get this over with. Boston be crowned. But yeah, it's too late for that. Dallas, their chance was when they went on a 22 run to make that comeback in game three. That was their chance. Jason Kidd calls a timeout that he'll regret. They could have had the series tied now. Now, series tied has a whole lot of pressure. Going back, if they had lost 122-8 and the series was tied 2-2 now, there's a whole lot of pressure on Boston. Now, Boston, listen, we show up, we play defense, we'll beat them. And Luka's 0 for 8 for 3, and you can't have that in Boston. He's got to go 4 of 8 for them to stay in the game. Exum and Hardaway, because I believe my heart, Kyrie Irving will bring it. He will do what he has to do in these kind of games. Luka's a guy, you can't be out there flopping and begging for calls and flopping and begging. You got to get serious, go to the basket, draw fouls, hit 4 of 8 from 3, be assertive and aggressive. I'm asking a lot because he's a great player, but there's still growth that needs to be take place. He has to be more decisive. He has to be more aggressive. He has to play better defense. Boston, they took advantage of him in the game 3 and 2 and 1. They went backdoor a lot on the guys he was guarding. They ran a lot of backdoor cuts that were successful. They were more Boston really. They weren't concentrating on even trying. So I think Boston goes back to the way they were before. Go right back at Luka and take care of business and hang their next banner up in Boston.